Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Here we are with another session of Q&A with Sophie. And you guys ask the best questions, and I hope you keep them coming. You ask them, I will answer them. Okay, this is about YouTube. Sophia says, how long ago did you start making videos? So we started our YouTube channel in August of 2011. So that makes it 3.5 years that we have been doing videos on YouTube. And at this point in time, I think we have about 300, maybe 325 videos. So August of 2011 is when we first started, Sophia. This next question is from Annika H. And Annika says, why did you make a YouTube channel? That's a really interesting question. I've been a party planner for 22 years. And there was a point in time when Connor's mom said to me, hey, Sophie, what are you going to do after you stop doing parties? And I was like, well, I don't think I'm ever going to stop doing parties. And she said, well, if you thought outside the box, what would you want to do? And I said, you know, I'd like to reach a wider audience. And she said, well, why don't you think about doing some videos about the kind of stuff that you do, you know, crafts and games and all that kind of stuff. And so I thought about it, and I actually talked to Connor, who is like way into the idea of being in videos with me. And that's why we started. We thought it'd be fun to share what we've learned over all these years with you guys. So that's how it got started. Thanks, Connor's mom. And the question is, where is your kitchen and is it yours? Now, this question comes from, I hope I say this correctly, Eno Mispitzy. Eno Mispitzy? Enom Mispitzy. I'm not sure. E-N-O-M-I-S-B-I-T-S-Y. The only part of it that I know how to pronounce is Bitsy. Okay, so she asks, where is your kitchen and is it yours? Remember I said Connor's mom? Well, Connor's mom gives up her kitchen once every 3 months or so for us to do those big film shoots. And she's really awesome and she's really great because it means like she gives up her kitchen for the entire day. And she's so sweet to do that. So no, it's not mine, it's Connor's mom. This that you see around you here, this is my warehouse. This is where I do all of my parties. This is where I keep all of my stuff. I don't do the parties here, I should explain. I don't do the parties here, but I design, create, and make everything here. And then I usually take my parties to people's houses or to rental events, spaces, and that kind of stuff. But this is where I work, and this is our second set, which is the warehouse. But the kitchen belongs to Connor's mom and Connor. Haley J says, which do you like better, the kitchen set or the warehouse? And is it easy to find things in the warehouse? Okay, Haley, I think this is a great question. I also think it's a very funny question because we have, if you look around here, so much stuff in the warehouse. And if you really want to see how much stuff we have, you should go and check out our backstage tour of the warehouse. It's crazy how much stuff we have. And yes, believe it or not, everything is cataloged and we know where it is. Everything has its own box, everything has its own number, we know where everything is. Even though it looks a little bit chaotic here, we actually do know where everything is. Which do I like better, the kitchen or the warehouse? The thing about the kitchen is that it's really cozy and wonderful and warm. The thing about the warehouse is we're here, so everything that we need is here, so it's a little easier. In the kitchen, we have to take everything there. So we have to think ahead days and days and days in advance to make sure that we have all of the lights, to make sure that we have all the equipment, to make sure that we have the backdrop, to make sure that we have the set pieces, you know. So it's a little bit more thought out in the respect that we have to really plan to make sure we don't forget anything, because once we get there, it takes time to have to come back to the warehouse and get everything. In the warehouse, if we're missing something, we just stop shooting, go grab it, and come back. So it didn't really answer the question, which do I like better, because I like them both, but I think it's easier in the warehouse, even though we have airplanes that go over every now and then. Last question, Jessica K asks, where do you come up with your ideas for your videos? Well, that's a pretty easy one. from viewers like you guys. You guys send me ideas that you want to see all the time. And it gets my brain going, and then it gets me thinking, and then it gets me creating, and before you know it, I'm planning a video. So, if you want something special or see something that we haven't done before, make sure you write to me, because I do put it on my list and I do try to get to it. So for more questions, write them below and I'll answer them hopefully at the next Q&A. For more stuff, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com.